and do what you can to help support the fight against breast cancer awareness.
Nope.
Hi guys! Today we're cooking up something special. In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are going to be dyeing some PMAGs in sand color, pink and purple. First you disassemble the PMAGs, so you take the spring and the follower out, and then you reassemble them, and then we're going to get to dunking. Okay, so right now we're waiting for the water to be at the perfect temperature. It has to be just under a boil. We're going to be using the RIT liquid dye in petal pink, and then we're also going to be using the RIT liquid dye in purple. You don't want to use really any more than 1/4 of each bottle as we're dyeing. We're going to be doing a crossover as well, so we're going to be rubber banding up one magazine after we've dyed it pink, and then we're going to dump some purple in there. Alright, we're going to pour her on in. It says here to use 1 botella porcada. That must be Spanish for use 1 bottle for 2 pounds of dry fabric. Like that's good. And then you stir. Sometimes when I stir, I like to hum a little tune. Or maybe I like to whistle while I work. Are we ready?
Let's go!
And through the magic of television, we actually have 2 mags in the pot right now. We're going to wait for probably about 5 minutes. The longer you keep it in, apparently the darker the color, so we will find out. Okay, so once again through the magic of television, the mags have been there for probably about roughly 5 minutes. We're going to dig our tongs in there and see how they look. Once we pull them out, we're going to rinse them with cold water, and then we're going to swap the water out for purple and dye a purple one, and then we'll get creative with rubber bands. I'm going to leave you hanging on that one. Let me just see about, this looks delicious. Check that out. Okay, so I'm going to dump the purple in now. We already emptied the pot. Once again, only about 1/4 of the bottle. Oh, that's dark. And then I'm going to rubber band one of the mags. I'm going to actually pick this mag because, little lesson here, it's a good idea to stir them while they're in the water. As you see, you have a little bit of a darker side than this one. This side was against the heat, the very bottom. And that side was obviously facing up. So we're going to rubber band this up and then mix it in with the purple and get some fun stripe effects. Get out your inner tiger. Alright, let's see. Probably didn't leave them in quite as long as the pink. It didn't take as long for the color to adhere to the magazine. We also got a little tricky and kept the dust cover on this one. You may or may not want to do that. I'd also like to add that just because you're using tongs and you're working with a stock pot doesn't mean that it makes anything in here edible. So just wanted to cover that. Shouldn't digest anything that we're working on today. Alright, let's rinse them off and see what we got. So, the purple turned out nice and even. That's definitely a winner. And then we got creative. There's some...
Looks like the tail of a Cheshire cat.
So maybe there's some other ideas that you might want to use if you want to try a stripe pattern other than rubber bands. You know, art is really in the eye of the beholder. So I'd say we have 3 successful magazines. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on dyeing your PMAGs. I hope that it was not only educational, but also inspirational. Don't forget to support breast cancer awareness. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And